Hey everybody, today we are going to go over page 172, the exercises on 172. And this topic is covering using clear and effective diction, specifically wordiness and redundancies. Okay. Eliminate wordiness and redundancies from your writing. Wordiness meaning too many words, redundancy meaning the same word too many times. A good rule for writing is to say what you mean is in as few words as possible without sacrificing clarity or expressiveness. By omitting needless words, you make your writing crisper, leaner, more energetic, more forceful. Therefore, you should put your writing on a diet by trimming flabby expressions. That's a metaphor, isn't it? Okay, let me get that closer. A specific kind of wordiness is redundancy, which is the needless repetition of words or ideas. Television announcer Hugh Downs wrote an amusing warning against redundancy, which is itself filled with unnecessary words. He wrote, "Avoid redundancy since said repetitive redundancy subjects the hearer to many unnecessary repetitions of phrases repeating over and over again." So use redundancy twice, use repetitions 3 times. That's funny. All right, here are examples of wordiness together with suggested improvements. So redundant would be 7 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that makes sense because a.m. means morning and so does that. Now, wordy would be, I place in nomination for the office of president the name of Dwight D. Eisenhower, as opposed to just saying, I nominate Dwight D. Eisenhower for president. Also wordy, we ran in the direction of the beach. And then we ran towards the beach would be better. In the direction of is too many words to just say towards. Okay? So to prove that you've watched this video, I would like for you guys to everybody draw a box around rule 3. And that makes me know that you were paying attention to the video. Okay. Subsequent to reading Franklin's old adage, I have begun going to bed by 10 p.m. in the evening. Okay, well, there's p.m. in the evening again. It says, rewrite the following sentences, eliminating wordiness and redundancy. Let's read it again. Subsequent to reading Franklin's old adage, I have begun going to bed by 10 p.m. in the evening. So subsequent to reading is a wordy way of saying after reading. So let's just say after reading. Now, we're not going to use old because adage is an old saying. So old saying, no. So Franklin's adage. That's eliminating the redundancy of old and then the old being in the definition. I have begun going to bed by 10 p.m. This glass is transparently clear. Transparent means clear, and then we wrote clear. That's repetitious. So just let's say this glass is transparent. The name of the incumbent is now in office. The name of the incumbent who is now in office was placed in nomination amid a loud and noisy chorus of applause. Well, loud and noisy are both the same. So we know that's got to be fixed. Chorus of applause is wordy. The name of the incumbent who is now in office. The incumbent means the person who is now in office. So that's redundant. Let's just make it simple. The incumbent was nominated amid loud applause. Period. Okay? Miss Matthews has a large, huge, and vast collection of old antique books which were printed many years ago. So we got large, huge, vast. Those all are the same. Old antiques is repetitious because an antique is old by nature, which were printed many years ago. Old, antique, and printed many years ago are all repetitious. So really, Miss Matthews has a large collection of antique books, right? Yes, that's exactly what they have in the book here. Mrs. Matthews, I need to make sure I put my period after that, abbreviation, has a large collection of antique books. Lost in the hot, dry desert, the man saw an imaginary mirage. Well, mirages are imaginary, so that's duplicate, that's redundant. A hot, dry desert. Hot deserts are hot and dry. I think we could just say lost in the desert, the man saw a mirage. Yeah, that's what they put too. Lost in the desert, the man saw a mirage. Period. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back and I want you to, if you guys, if you're still watching this video, then you know that I'm also asking you to put a triangle to the left side of that box. Okay, so there's a box around rule 3 and a triangle. At that point in time, I was not aware of what the true facts were. True facts is repetitious. At that point in time is wordy. I would say perhaps it should be at that time, I was unaware of the facts or not aware of the facts, yeah. Ugh. The inexperienced novice damaged a costly, expensive machine on his first day on the job. Inexperienced novice, a novice is inexperienced. Costly and expensive are the same word. So the novice damaged an expensive machine on his first day of the job. Yeah. The novice damaged a costly, we'll use that one, machine on his first day on the job. Our annual family reunion is held once a year in April. Well, once a year is annual. Our annual family reunion is held in April? Yes. Number 9. One should not stand in close proximity to tall objects, trees, for example, during a thunderstorm. Interesting. Really, there's only one thing to change. In close proximity is wordy. Let's just say near. One should not stand near tall objects, trees, or there's a comma there. For example, during a thunderstorm. Okay, that's it. All right, thank you for taking the time to make those corrections. Upload a photo of that page to your assignment and turn it in, and I'll give you credit. Have a great day.